Every guy in this league is talented. If you come in flat and those other guys are inspired, you can fall. But honestly, you shouldn't. It's all about handling your business.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Smith. And it's Ewing in at the center. Gasol misses. Gasol against Bridges. Outside Hart. Smith outside. Back to Brunson. 6 to shoot. Here's Bridges. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer. And he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
And he makes a first. The last few seasons, the Knicks have had a defensive-minded approach.
And that's been the key for them getting back into the postseason, B.A. I mean, they play great team defense and pride themselves on getting stops.
And so he's able to get one of two. Well, the Raptors have earned quite the reputation for their player development, Smitty.
You're totally right, B.A. They don't need to pick in the lottery. They've got great value out of their draft picks, and a lot of those have become stars.
Now here's Carter. Gasol the screen. Shoots from 12. Siakam, that's good.
Can beat you from mid-range as well. Siakam adding more nuances to his game every year.
Brunson against Lowry. Puts it up from 12. That's good on the jumper.
Very clever how he creates space against a bigger defender.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Hart. Smith with a screen on Carter. Here's Ewing. Ooh, stolen by Gasol. In transition. Here's Lowry. And there's the lay-in. Lowry's gotten his second bucket on the night.
I love how Kyle Lowry plays through contact. He doesn't mind getting physical at times.
Anunoby against Bridges. Ewing. And he makes it on the layup.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Carter from outside, and he buries his first look.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
New York calls timeout. This game following their win against the Rockets.
They found favorable matchups in that one. It was a simple approach that paid dividends.
And the Raptors making a change here. Metu's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Juzang's checked in. And so it's New York with it. 4-point game. Brunson against Lowry. Here's Juzang. Off target from 3-point range. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Raptors. Now here's Carter. Siakam with a screen on Brunson. Carter, the pass to Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
He has good hands and length to convert. Siakam's a great pick-and-roll partner.
Outside Brunson. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Pass to Carter. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Sinks that one from the post.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Now Brunson. He's guarded by Lowry. To the middle. Here's Ewing. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, there aren't many players who are more efficient in the pick and roll than Jalen Brunson. I mean, he has mastered that set.
Siakam with a screen on Bridges. Here's Carter. And rejected. Lowry against Brunson. Bridges outside. There's a screen. To the inside. Ewing. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Yeah, making the smart pass there. I mean, Bridges doesn't just hold the ball.
Pass to Carter. Shot from 12. And it's Ewing with a rebound. New York trailing. Down low. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
All talent there from Bridges.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Outside Carter. Siakam with a screen on Bridges. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Metu. 4 on the clock. Here's Lowry. And again, no good by Toronto. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them. Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
For the Knicks, Vanderbilt's checked in for Smith. Porter Jr. comes in for Bridges. And it's McBride in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Lowry. They really needed more from him in the loss to Cleveland. Looking to win the run. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Pass to Ewing. Outside Porter. Vanderbilt, a screen on Anunoby. Ooh, poked away. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Lowry surveys the D. Here's Carter. Here's the floater. And he lays it in. Carter's got 7 points in the game.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Pass to Jose. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Carter on the wing. Coming off a 31-point game. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's McBride, still without a bucket. Here's Ewing. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. This is the back end of this back-to-back, Smitty. What was that like playing in these games?
Difficult, BA. Playing in NBA games takes so much energy. You usually use a day to recover, recharge. So you got to dig deep tonight.
That free throw misses. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. And he's good on the second. Now Morris. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, oh boy. both teams lighting it up to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Here's Juzang. Still no points. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 6. And Thaddeus Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
On defense, the Raptors. 6-point lead. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Bojan Bogdanovic picks one up.
Showing he's not just a perimeter threat. Porter mixing it up inside, drawing the foul.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
That's good from Porter. One thing the Raptors did very well in 2023, Smitty, was pester ball handlers.
They led the league in steals in the regular season, BA, by a fairly significant margin. That really speaks to their defensive focus.
Porter hits them both. Morris with it. To the paint. Here's Gasol. And then Gasol with the jam.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
Outside Porter. They set a pick. And Gasol with the block.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
To the middle. Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at New York, they're slotted in at 9th in the conference, but it's still early in the year.
Well, for the Knicks, they had some lofty goals to start the year, but they may not have the roster to hang with the league's elite teams.
I thought this might happen. Confidence can take you a long way, but you also have to have the talent to back it up.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. Now a timeout called by New York. And here are some of the best rebounders at the point guard spot from this year's rookie class. 5th is Jalen Brunson.
And even if rebounding isn't a point guard's top priority, a lot of the great ones in NBA history were productive on the boards.
And this is what makes this group so special. They are complete players, and rebounding is a part of it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Smith outside. And here's Brunson from the arc.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Shoots over Bridges. Hartenstein pulls it in. New York has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. And here's Brunson. Inside. Smith right side. And the Knicks miss again.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Pass to Gasol. Smith with the rebound. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They trail by 6. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
Despite playing in different conferences, it's been a contentious rivalry. These teams share plenty of history.
And here are the Raptors now. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Bogdanovic. The Knicks pull it in. And here's Brunson. Bridges outside. Pass to Hartenstein. Second shot opportunity. Another miss. He's 2 for 4.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
And here we can check out the story for Jalen Brunson.
Over the past 5 games, his assist totals have been slipping. He and his teammates just don't seem to be clicking right now. Hopefully that's something he can correct tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Young. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Bridges outside to get back on track, and it's good for 2. Bridges has got 7 points in the game.
Oh, so solid from the mid-range. Bridges understands when to rise up from there.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Smith. Back to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Oladipo. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Bridges with it. Now Bogdanovich defending. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Bridges against Bogdanovich. Bridges outside. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Toronto's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Oladipo outside. Gasol the screen. The 3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. New York trailing. Bridges passes to Hart. 24 seconds left in the first quarter here. Here's Brunson outside. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Savvy pass by Josh Hart. Sends the ball to the open teammate.
Morris deciding where to go with it. Pass to Oladipo. Gasol with it. Can't connect from short range.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Raptors out in front, up by 3. We'll get right back to the action when... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Thaddeus Young out there with Bojan Bogdanovich. Then it's Monte Morris. Then there's Marc Gasol. And it's Oladipo in a shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Morris against Brunson. Outside Bogdanovich. Gasol, a screen on Bridges. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Bogdanovich has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Bogdanovich showing he has it all. Ran the pick and roll and kept it himself.
Well, when Josh Hart gets going, his confidence skyrockets, Graham. That seems to be the key for him.
Well, his floor game is special regardless. I mean, the rebounding and defense are his bread and butter, BA. And when he's hitting shots, he becomes the complete package on the wing.
And the basket by Bridges.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Toronto trailing. And Toronto calls time here. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
A big group substitution here for Toronto. Metu, he's checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Young. Carter, he's checked in for Oladipo. And Hayes is subbed in for Morris. Smith against Siakam. Pass to Metu. Outside Bogdanovich. Siakam with a screen on Brunson. Here's Bogdanovich. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Smooth and efficient. Bogdanovich is almost automatic from there.
Brunson against Hayes. Now here's Bridges. Takes a 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists now tonight.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jalen Brunson has been a steadying presence at the point guard spot for the Knicks. Coach Thibodeau said his mind is probably his greatest asset. He's always been that way. He's mastered all the fundamentals, and the game's not too big for him. Brian?
Yeah, in either sense of the word, right? All right, Allie, thank you. Good stuff. And again, New York with the triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Carter on the wing. Jacks up a 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Kept alive.
That's his second personal foul.
Toronto's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Outside Carter. Lets the 3 fly. The Knicks with the rebound.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Brunson passes to Bridges. That 3's off the mark. And Siakam has got the ball here for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. It's good. Bogdanovich has got 6 here in the quarter.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Now a timeout called by New York. Well, Grant is the managing director of the U.S. men's national team. You've gotten to see the wealth of international talent firsthand.
It's so true, B.A. I mean, I've got so much respect for the international game. You know, over 25% of the players in the NBA right now are international players, and they produce superstar talents like Doncic, Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. The U.S. has more competition now than ever.
For Toronto, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Brunson against Lowry. Back to Carter. To the inside. Metu. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New York.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And he drops the first. And he can't hit the second.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Brunson taking his time here. All right, let's take a glance at some of the defensive numbers. Here are the top teams in the league that come away with steals. The Raptors in second.
This team will punish you for sloppy ball control, no question. They've got a lot of fast-handed guys just waiting to take advantage.
He misses the free throw. Vanderbilt's checked in for Bridges. And he sinks the second. Here's Lowry. Siakam with a screen on Brunson. Here's Lowry. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Lowry's got 6.
Well, we know Kyle Lowry is comfortable inside or outside, but his focus right now is hitting the mid-range jumper.
Smith outside. Pass to Hart. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hartenstein. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Isaiah Hartenstein. 2 shots.
First free throw is good for the Knicks. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Smith. Juzang comes in for Hart. And Clarkson subbed in for Jalen Brunson. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. When you look at Pascal Siakam, Smitty, he's really stepped up and accepted more responsibility.
Yes, this demonstrates leadership, B.A. Siakam is a go-to guy for this team, someone they trust to deliver in big moments.
Here's Carter, and the Raptors getting another bucket right there.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Juzang. Beyond the arc. He drops it from range. And the Knicks lead by 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Outside Carter. Lowry against Clarkson. Back to Carter. Here's Metu. Outside Carter. Unloads. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Clarkson outside. Porter with a screen on Lowry. Clarkson passes to Porter. There's the block.
What a swat from OG Anunoby. His wingspan is 7'2", and the opponents, sometimes they're surprised.
Carter can't get it to go.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Here's Juzang. No good from outside. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Carter. Uses the glass on the layup. Carter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Now here's Lowry. Defense right on him. Carter can't get it to go.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
I mean, nothing you can do there. I mean, if Clarkson is going to make this, tip your cap to him.
And Toronto calls time here. Gasol's checked in for Toronto. And with the season just underway, here's a quick look at the early power rankings to see where we're at. Taking a look at Chicago. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where the Raptors are, they've had an intriguing start to the season. Recently, they've strung together some wins. You get the feeling that their confidence is really growing.
Pass to Carter. Back to Anunoby. Here's Lowry. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him. Now here's Clarkson. Here's Juzang. He's checked by Carter. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's Ewing. Some solid defense from Gasol.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Outside Carter. Siakam left side. Outside Carter. Clock at 6. Going inside. And Anunoby for 3. Unable to get that one.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Vanderbilt. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Third team foul.
Powell, he's checked in for Pascal Siakam. The Knicks making a switch here.
Vanderbilt. One shot.
The Raptors have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Gasol, a screen on Bridges. Bridges against Carter. The rebound by Bridges.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Pass to Ewing. Over Gasol. New York no good that time either. Toronto trailing. Lowry outside. Gasol, a screen on Smith. For 3, Lowry. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Did you see where Kyle Lowry pulled up from on that 3? Talking about playing with confidence.
Hart passes to Ewing. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pass to Lowry. Outside Carter. Here's Powell. Outside Carter. And Anunoby for 3. Oh, again! Toronto with a triple.
This is what you already like about OG Anunoby's game. Has a good feel for where to get his shots along the perimeter.
Outside Hart. Smith outside. From behind the arc. The rebound by Carter.
You know, he was looking for revenge, trying to match shots from distance.
1:43 left in the second period. 3-pointer off the mark.
I like the aggressive approach. He's going to have to be more efficient.
Hart passes to Bridges. Pass to Ewing. And here's Hart. Bridges outside. 4-3. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
1:03 left to play in the first half. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's It's his first foul of the game. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for New York.
Knicks substitution. Number 11, Jalen Brunson.
One minute left in the second quarter. Lowry against Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. From 6 feet away. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Brunson. Smith with a screen on Lowry. Lowry against Brunson. Smith passes to Ewing. That one drops for him. Now it's a 3-point New York lead.
He couldn't have played it better. There was just enough room to get the shot off.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Lowry against Brunson. Lowry outside. Pass to Carter. Shoots over Bridges, and Carter gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. Carter's got 16 points.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.